Well, what do we know? It is Monday morning. The great Mark Puttenvik. I keep forgetting to mention your company again, too. Patriot Training Systems. We got away from naming that. If you guys want to get a fantastic trainer for anything, women, children, men, Navy SEALs,
Goats.
dogs. My son, they've got my son and his wife got a dog, Maverick. They couldn't decide whether they want to have kids or not, so they got a dog. And he was pooping on the carpet there a little while ago. And I said, "So you gonna have kids now?" I said, "Not a chance."
Well,
dog.
He's
good.
I was gonna say Beth's been taking Sophie to this class it's called Scent. So they gotta search out where the treat is. So I guess the end result is anytime there's someone missing, like if they have treats in their pocket, she's gonna find them.
Oh, is he really going to a class? Is he really
yeah.
Oh,
it is pretty. Like I went to one a couple weeks ago before I got sick, but yeah. So they
that's right. You had COVID. I forgot about that. That's right. Yes.
Yeah. It was 2 days. The COVID was 2 days of being pretty sick, and then your energy level is gone.
It's all right.
Just gone. Oh
right.
God! All I did was, by the way, Brendan Duffy. I caught up on about 30 years of sleep.
That's cool.
That's all I did.
And you're all good now?
Yeah. I mean, I actually did a little workout this morning, and so
I've been dragging with my workouts too. I don't think there's anything wrong. It's more of a mental thing.
It's called February.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. It's just like, come on, let's get to the nice weather, and we got a long way to go yet.
Is that what it is? God, yeah, because I'm like, I get to the gym, and it's like I sit down, I get up, I have to yell at myself to get up and get going. Yeah.
Yeah, it's SAD, seasonal adjustment disorder.
Seriously?
Yeah.
So good morning, my friend. This is Larry Melnick. Thomas, you had so I do my Sunday cooking show, and he's trying to stir the pot now, make it look like I have some girl over here with me because of the amount of food that I cook.
Right.
And he continues on, and I just don't pay attention to him. Pork tenderloin yesterday with homemade applesauce and sweet potato fries done in the air fryer. Oh, applesauce is excellent. You just judge how much sweetness you want to put in it. No, and I'm sweet enough as it is.
I'm not a big pork guy, but my mom used to make pork chops, and she would put like celery and chopped apple. It was really good because it added a layer of sweetness to it.
Right. Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, have you ever met Larry Melnick?
Have not met him, no.
Well, he's one of the world's great mysteries. If you see, he's probably the grouchiest guy on the planet. But he's never been divorced. Where everybody else, we had the show together. Like Gresh had 2 divorces, I had 2, Dave Maloney had 1, and so Larry stays married, but he's like got the worst mentality. He's just
it works for him, I guess.
I know,
works for her.
Or maybe he's putting on. Yeah, maybe he's putting on a little bit of a show. Maybe he's just pretending to be grouchy. You think that's it?
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it could be a smokescreen.
Definitely. What'd you think of the game yesterday? What'd you think of the commercials?
The game was good, I guess. And you and I were talking before the show that it just I miss the old days when the game was during the day. You had the sunshine and people in the stands and that were, just in t-shirts and everything. I mean, everything seems so antiseptic now, and I mean,
national anthem was good though. That country singer Chris Stapleton was good.
Very
anthem.
Good.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Beth said to me, "Well, it seems to be a very patriotic." I said, "Well, it's Fox."
Yeah, that's right too. Yes. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so SAD. That's really a disorder.
Yeah, seasonal adjustment disorder. And actually, they use people. Some people really get super affected by it, and what they'll do is they prescribe a treatment of where they actually in their home they'll have certain types of lights that mimics sunlight as close as they can to. Yeah, and if you look at certain areas of the world where, like, say, Alaska and Finland and stuff, where they have 6 months of darkness, it's a high rate of depression and things that go along with that, suicide and alcoholism, and everything like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that because, man, I've been dragging. And I have to kick myself in the rear end to get going. I went to the gym today and it's like, find myself every excuse in the world to like sit down and look at my phone or something instead of getting the workout done.
Well, that's why what you do and what I do is very important. Like any chance you get to be in especially morning sunlight for some reason.
Yeah.
Even this time of the year, very important for you mentally, physically as well, but more important mentally.
Sure.
And I do notice now, like it's starting to get daylight around, I think it was 20 to 7 this morning.
Yeah.
because when you get up at, like, you and I get up early, you get up super early and it's pitch black. Some days it's tough to really get the engine going.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Jeez, wow. I thought it was just me or something. Yeah, and I'm sitting around, like if I got nothing to do during the day, instead of like finding something to do, I'm dragging my rear end. So yeah.
You know what might be a good thing to think about doing, and I've done it in the past, is get a hotel room that has like one of those places that have the pool, but it's indoor. And you have sunlight coming through. Yeah, just spend a half a day there and kind of mentally project yourself forward to better weather and a better time. And like that.
Okay, so it's like I'm going on a vacation, like a staycation.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
That's a good idea.
Do it that way. Yeah. So and again, any chance you get to go outside and be in that morning sunlight, it's really good for you.
That way. And it has been kind of like, even when I'm sitting outside, like I set up a TV outside, watch the game, but you're sitting around all day and dragging.
Well, I think right now also, so you go through the holiday season, which is very festive, and then there's a few things after that, like the Super Bowl, things like now there's like this gap where there's really nothing going on.
Right.
Of course, Valentine's Day tomorrow, but
God, I know. Somebody was saying, Rich Gabberti, the month I do the show with on Wednesday, he was saying that there's something like there's some billions of dollars that are spent on gifts for dogs on Valentine's Day, for pets in general.
Yeah. Well, I'll probably be guilty of that too. I'll get her a toy, but she has like so many toys that we actually give them away to like some shelters and stuff, because she gets a bark box every month, which it's pretty cool. It comes with a couple toys and some treats, and every month is a theme depending on what time of the year it is. The girl who started that company, young kid, her and a couple of dudes were sitting around in an apartment. This is going back a while back, but they were sitting around in an apartment, and they were dog lovers, and they came up with the idea, and she tremendous business now. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Let me see here. So our boy Danny Erickson, I don't want to wish my life away, but I have such a craving for the summer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too. I mean,
I guess I do. I didn't even realize it. Yeah, it's interesting you brought that up. SAD. That's new. See, I learned something new from you all the time. SAD. Seasonal adjustment disorder.
Yeah. And the thing about the summer is it's so brief now. Like we get this. Here's the problem for me. Anyhow, you got February till now, like really the end of June before the weather really consistently gets warmer. And so you have this like kind of gray, kind of 50-ish, and it's not really warm enough to barbecue or doing it. So, and then the summer.
But shouldn't we be able to say that? Shouldn't we have the discipline though to say, screw it, I'm not going to let that affect me? But I guess you just can't do that, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, then so what you have to do is what we were talking about, in terms of trying to get some of that morning sunlight, and keep, there. If you lighting has certain UV, right, and there's certain types of lights that are very close to sunlight, or as close as they can get to them.
Oh, wow.
And if you find yourself really suffering from SAD, it's find a spot in the house that you can put that type of lighting, so you can spend some time in there and maybe do your workout in there or whatever. It'll help.
Cool.
It'll help. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah. Well, it's interesting because I really thought, what is wrong with me? I'm getting lazy or something like that.
Yeah. No, and again, it's I guess maybe to circumvent that kind of feeling when you get to the gym, change it up. Like maybe don't go to the gym that day. Go like what I do, go in the woods and find a log and throw it around. Or do something a little bit different.
Yeah, sure, I should do that. Yeah. Okay, so big announcement too. Right, a little slow off the uptake here. We started our dance challenge. I don't know if you guys saw that online.
Yeah.
And I did a wonderful dance. Actually, I got contacted maybe be on Dancing with Stars after my dance the other day.
They're only human. I mean,
right. Okay, so the deal is Marky, you got to do this too. You and Beth.
Oh yeah, I have.
Okay.
Definitely, I'll do it. Yeah.
So you have to do a dance, everybody. It doesn't have to be. We're not worried about how good or bad the dance is. We're worried about how much effort you put into the dance. You got to put your heart into the dance. You post it on your Facebook or Instagram, whichever one you want. Tag me, and then people can go. I've pinned my post where I was dancing to the top because that's where the link to the Garden of Dreams donation box is. So again, just like the Ice Bucket Challenge, all we're doing is just trying to bring attention to the Garden of Dreams. Again, obviously with the connection with the Rangers and Madison Square Garden. Great cause. I think all of that stuff all goes towards the kids. They raise a lot of money, like kids stuff. So again, there's a link there. The True Good Life Dance Challenge. Again,
I love it.
We're gonna make this thing big.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah,
believe.
I'll spread the word. I'll get everybody to do
Okay.
it.
Oh, I think Barry Shelley saw it too, and I think he's going to do something. You guys get up there.
Yeah, we're going to do something
right.
as a team, but Beth and I will certainly do something here a little bit more
Excellent.
thematic.
Nice. I like that.
thematic.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I'm going to see you dance. Maybe,
yeah. Oh,
yeah.
listen, here's the thing. Like, I'm a little bit musical. I play the piano,
right.
all kind of stuff. And as far as boxing, footwork, tremendous, right? And it's really, I find my footwork is so much improved when I shadow box to music, especially like James Brown or something with a nice little beat to it. But here's the big but. Like,
big but.
So like, I remember the first time Beth and I went to it was her Christmas party, right? And it was a big event, like it was a big company. So, we just started dating, and she said, let's go dance. And Beth, like most women can really dance. I don't know what it is. They can just really move, right? Yeah. And I had to warn her. I said, listen, I'm going to dance, but, be careful because, it's going to have some punches along with it.
That's funny. All right. So Danny Erickson, Lorraine Rotanti, is that how you say your last name? Billy Contradiniac. We want all you guys dancing. Come on, we got to get these dance challenge things going. And again, don't worry. There's no judgment here. Nobody's making fun of anybody. The only people we're going to make fun of are the people that do not put in a dance video. So, okay.
No, I love it. It's awesome.
Man, it's just we had Dallas played an alumni game probably about a month ago. 2 weeks later, we played the Islanders Northwell Arena, Long Island. There, my knees have been killing me, like the arthritis or something. Jeez, what is going on?
Yeah, well, which knee did you ever have any problems with prior
to
this?
No, I never had any surgeries. I mean, I had like stretched ligaments, that kind of stuff, but
yeah. No, it's just the way it rolls, Tom. I mean, I had my left ACL reconstructed, and I had the old surgery, 1984, where they put the big zipper Joe Namath scars on each side of my leg, and they put a screw through my patella. But that knee really never gives me any trouble. It's the right knee now. I think it's probably because I overcompensated all these years.
Right. So. How about the weenie?
Pardon?
The weenie. How about the weenie?
Yeah.
Lorraine, did you really send in a video? If you did, you better not be joking. It's serious business. If I missed it, then right. Let me see here. Mark should be a real romantic and sing Beth by Kiss for His.
I don't think you want to hear me sing, Danny.
See, Lorraine's saying she did send it in here. Okay, let me. Or else, no, she's teasing me because she says she's going to send it again. If she sent it already, she's not going to send it again.
Yeah.
You teaser, you little teaser. I'll check here on Facebook.
You know who? Bill Brown. I'm going to hit up Bill because Bill loves all that kind of stuff. In fact, do it numerous times. We'd be in the gym and Bill would say, "Listen, record me," and he because he's just. Yeah, and singing, and he, I mean, he's all out there with it. Yeah, pretty cool.
And is he a good singer, or is he just like having fun?
No.
But he's got no fear either. Right? He'll do anything. Yeah.
Yeah. What are you gonna say to him?
Oh, they had me. We did a virtual.
You're gonna criticize him?
Yeah, this is our Navy SEAL buddy. So yeah, he's a big man too. Yeah, we did a virtual. I think it was Skate to the Greats during the pandemic there, and they had me singing on the show. I've got one song that I know: "Trailers for Sale or Rent, Rooms to Let, 50 cents."
What was his name? He was good. Yeah.
Somebody will get it. Trailers for Sale. Now we were. I was with some friends. This a few years ago. We were at Martha's Vineyard. We took the ferry over to Martha's Vineyard.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. And we'd had quite a few cocktails during the day, and so we're getting on the last boat. Back home, we were feeling pretty good, and we had an English couple there with us as well. And so the boat was packed, and I decided we were going to have a sing along on the boat. So I got up thinking I knew this song, but because I'd had too many cocktails, I couldn't remember the song. Luckily, it was funny because here I am from the thing is packed, the boat's packed, and everybody's they turned out to be kind of funny. Then this young couple actually they saved the day. They were really into singing, so they got up and started going, and then other people would sing along. The captain actually came out of the bridge there where they were. He's like, "What the heck's going on?" I'm like, "Get back inside, drive the boat." So it was.
He probably thought it was a mutiny.
Yeah,
Roger Miller.
Roger Miller. Trailers both say. Is there one song have you got a go-to song that you can sing?
No, I can't sing for. It's pretty bad. Yeah, it's. In fact, my dad just couldn't carry the tune in a bucket. Yeah. Or they say sing a solo. Solo, we can't hear you. Kind
of. That's funny. Yeah. So the truck is back. Got a new engine in it.
I saw that. Yeah.
3-year, 100,000 mile warranty on it.
Oh, you're good.
So yeah, it's like having a new truck, really. So
I brought mine in, right, and turns out there's nothing wrong with it.
Oh.
Yeah. So that was good to hear.
Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, I'm actually looking at this financially, and I'm saying, what? I basically it's only got 120,000 miles on the mechanic says you should probably get 300,000 or 400,000 miles. So, yeah,
well, at least somewhere between that 2 and 3 more.
Here's Billy Contradidiac.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, here we go. Bad enough we have to listen to Tom's stories over and over. Now we're singing. Oh, see, Lorraine actually liked it. Thank you, Lorraine.
Years ago, years ago as a kid, but we had an hour for lunch, right? And every Friday, like there was 3 of us, three guys, we had a circuit, different gin mills, and so we go to the last one, and now we order food, and the barkeep was really gorgeous girl, right? And we kind of got to know her real well over a period of time. So somehow we got on the topic of music, and my partner Jay says, "Oh yeah, Mark plays piano." She goes, "Oh, I'm a singer," and she gives this how long she gives us a cassette, right? Now we had just ordered our food, our drinks are out there. We go out to the car, popping in. Tom, it sounded like a squirrel being run over by a fire truck. And we're all looking at it like, we can't go back in now. I mean, how are we going to go back in with a straight face? It was that awful. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
We never went back. Yeah.
Barry Shelley. So is it next weekend you guys are going up there?
Yeah, we leave Friday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Good. Barry Shelley, the man. He's something else. I want to see him dancing too. So I guess when you guys get up there, he's got something planned. I think everybody's going to be dancing, right, for a video.
Yeah, we'll probably get the whole group together and do
it. Is that going to be before beverages or after?
I would say after. Would probably be much better. Yeah,
somebody suggested that I should have been drinking a few before I made my video.
I don't know. I thought it was good. I thought you really cut the rug up. Yeah.
Put the music to it and everything.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Let me see. Trache sings a whole lot better than Laidlaw, and that's coming from Range. So Trache, he got a video out or something? He's singing. I saw this. He's got the cowboy hat on too. I think.
Well, he's a cowboy. Yeah.
I get the cowboy hat too.
I saw that Barnaby has a little podcast going now.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, and he had on Lyle Odenline, and that is a wild story. Did you hear what happened to him?
No. Oh, did he have a stroke or something? Is that what it was?
No. So what happened was he was out in Scottsdale, Arizona, playing golf. Ball went off into the rough, and he brushed up against a cactus plant.
Oh.
And he got pricked, and he didn't think anything of it. Well, he should have. Unfortunately, he didn't know. He got such a terrible blood infection. They had to do, like, his organs started shutting down. They had to do a kidney transplant and a liver transplant and fix his aorta in his heart. He was in a coma for 2 months.
Wow. I heard that something happened to him. Yeah, wow.
Crazy story.
Wow.
Man. Really?
We had, I tell you, we had Richie Pilon. I'm doing that other podcast. You had Richie Pilon on. What? I tell you, both a sad story and like a story of redemption too. Like he's really changed his life around, helping other kids and all. But he really got, he was always a partier, drinking beer. And I mean, like a lot of guys were back then. And then he got into the cocaine and got to the point where he was back home in Saskatchewan. Got to the point where he just didn't think he was worth living anymore. He just wasn't any good for his family. So he tried to commit suicide, and his truck went in over in 4 different times. Now he didn't tell anybody. He survived. Obviously, he hurt his back. He didn't tell anybody that he tried to commit suicide. He kept it a secret for another 3 years. And he's with his son. He was doing a presentation. He tells the story on the podcast too. He was doing a presentation, and the son was with him. And he finally just broke down. He said, "Listen, I got to tell you guys the truth." And this was in front of like 300 or 400 other people.
Wow.
And told him that he tried to commit suicide.
Yeah.
And man, he is such a good man. Like he's really changed his life around. He's helping other kids on Native Canadians. And he uses horses to do that. That equine,
yeah, therapy. Yeah, they use that with a lot of veterans now. Actually, is
that right?
Yeah, there's a place not too far from here where they do. It's equine therapy for veterans with PTSD.
So do you have to get trained horses or something, or is it just being around the horses? Is that the?
I don't know exactly how therapeutically,
right?
With the how it works, but yeah, it's. I would assume it's just gives them a reason. Because they become attached to the animals. It's just like a service dog kind of thing.
Yeah, the dogs are unbelievable, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's funny this. I've been away from dogs for a while now. My son and his wife having a dog. You just forget how they just love. Yeah, they just love you. They love you. They don't necessarily want anything. Yeah. He's and they're trying to be very disciplined with this dog. They call him Maverick, and he's getting an attitude now. Like he's that teenager that's got an attitude. I'll just do whatever I want to do. Like they don't want him up on the couch, but he came here to visit me. I think that he feels like the rules are different here.
Sure.
So
grandpa.
Yeah, exactly. So right in front of my son, he just casually gets up with the couch, just kind of looking at my son, like I'll just do whatever I want to do because I'm with grandpa. Yeah.
Well, so you got to tell your son, listen, here's the deal. Raise your children, spoil your grandchildren.
Yeah.
Or if you spoil your children, you're going to raise your grandchildren.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Yeah. Oh, so now it's Chachi is YouTube singing with the Otter Tail. Oh, wow, I didn't know that. That's very cool. I knew something was going on there. I saw highlights. All right, so now the weather gets a little bit nicer. Now the dogs go back out. Oh my God. Just. And I finally got to the point too where I was just avoiding them altogether. I wasn't being mean to them or anything like that. I can't do that. They're human beings. And now I think they're shocked that I say hello to them now. So they actually, Shane was over with Maverick, and he was his wife actually, Leah, was taking Maverick for a little walk, and Pepper and Pepper's father were outside. And so the father started asking, whose dog is this? And Leah says, well, it's Tom Laidlaw. This is I'm his daughter-in-law. He says, oh, we just love Tom. Pepper's father said, I've never spoken to the man.
Well, in the neighborhood here, when you walk we know all the dogs' names.
Yeah.
We don't know the owner's name, but we know the dogs' names.
Yeah. Oh God. So do you it's like probably like a chick magazine between you and your dog walking, like these women just keep coming up to you and talking to you?
Yeah. Well, even without the dog.
All right. What's going on? So you had COVID, zapped you for energy.
Yeah. Big time.
Wow.
I'm still a little, not 100%, but certainly a lot better.
Right.
First, Beth. Go ahead. Well, Beth got it, and then she was vaccinated. I was not vaccinated.
Right.
And so I was like, okay, I wonder if we're going to get it. Not going to get it. Blah blah blah. And I got it. So I was like 3 days behind her in terms of the progression of the COVID. I mean, I've had flus that were a lot worse.
Right.
Was it fun? Yeah, but got through it.
So where are we at then on the whole vaccine thing? I mean, was it a hoax? Should we have gotten them?
Did it do Tom, any good? I don't know. I mean, at this point, it's pretty clear that they didn't know exactly how to handle this.
Yeah.
And, I guess you could put a tinfoil hat on and go 1,000 different directions with this whole vaccine. But suffice to say, it did not prevent transmission. It did not prevent anybody from getting it.
Right.
The argument then becomes, well, did it prevent anybody from severe illness? Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
But the big thing was to stop the spread of it, right? Because the hospitals were getting inundated.
The intention was to stop the spread of and to prevent people from getting it. And it did not neither one. And unfortunately, a lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of people lost their businesses.
Yeah.
I think it's and when we go back to maybe, a period of time, 10 years after this, it's easy to second guess a Monday morning quarterback, but certainly wasn't. There's a lot of questions for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. And the whole thing that you're kind of being forced to put something into your body you don't want to put in your body.
Well, unfortunately, a medical issue should not become a political issue. And it especially when you have like certain people, I won't mention names, saying it's a disease of the unvaccinated. Well, that's pretty ignorant to say that.
Yeah. Totally.
And that the unvaccinated are going to have a dark winter and all these draconian lockdowns and everything else. At the end of the day, it really didn't change the calculus that much, if at all.
So for 2 years, we shut down the world, basically.
Yeah.
We're going to look back from 10, 15, 20 years now and go like, what the heck happened there, right?
Right. Yeah. And, again, not to extrapolate too far with this, but we seem to focus in on this. And yet, we did know for a fact that over 90% of the deaths were people that were above 80 years of age and had a minimum of 4 comorbidities.
Yeah.
So it would have been nice if our leaders said, hey, listen, we do know this, that if you're not clinically obese, you stand a really good chance of surviving this if you get it. And, you know, unfortunately, there's so much money involved in all of this with the vaccine, and also even preventing people from understanding really what, you know, I challenge anybody to find a photograph of a beach from the 70s. Take a look at the people. Put that up against a beach.
Oh, yeah, I know.
You know, and
we want to be careful. We're not criticizing people or making fun of them for their weight or their appearance, whatever. It's about the health, right? It's like, so they don't allow cigarette commercials anymore, but then we allow them to have McDonald's and Wendy's and all the trans fats that are going in and clogging your arteries and making you obese.
Well, it even gets worse than that. So I forget, I was watching Joe Rogan or something, and apparently, and this comes to me as no surprise, but the lobbyists in the food and pharmaceutical, let's go to the food. So Coca-Cola, there was some talk about removing Coca-Cola from school lunches because it's poison. I mean, let's face it, Coca-Cola is poison, right? So what Coca-Cola did was they called in the NAACP and another group and said, listen, we need you to go to who's ever making this decision and saying, this is a racist thing. This is targeting people of color because they like Coca-Cola. And what they did was they paid money to their organizations.
Sure.
Bribery. And this is how it works.
It's like global warming too. The scientists are all getting paid by the government, so they say, "Oh, yeah, it's global warming."
Yeah. You know, and so what happens is, like, even with the global warming, no one's pro pollution. No one says, we need to pollute the, but to the extent that it's gone now, it's completely political. There's an agenda.
Right. And you notice what the media is doing now. They're bulking the two together. So climate change and global warming, they're now just calling it climate change because climate change is a fact of life. It's happened for millions of years. The climate's always gone up and down. It's undeniable. It's not somebody's opinion. But now they're lumping the two together to make it seem like, there's definitely global warming.
And there may be, but and do we contribute to it? Absolutely. But I think you're pretty arrogant to play God and say, hey, listen, we do this, and this. We're going to change the global environment.
I was watching a video and some politician was interviewing somebody that was pro global warming, believed in global warming, some politician or something. And he went on and read this letter saying, there's going to be no fish in the sea anymore, all these predictions. And the person's going, see, that's true. Like the politician's saying it like he believes in it too. He said, this was written in 1920. None of this stuff is cut.
Well, I mean, there's a very famous cover of Time magazine from the 70s predicting an oncoming ice age.
Oh.
Yeah. So, you look at like guys like John Kerry, right?
Yeah.
Flies all over the planet in a private jet.
Yeah.
Right. Or Al Gore, whose house I think is like 70,000 square feet or something stupid.
I know.
And I don't know if you saw him at at Davos. Al Gore was absolutely losing his mind, saying the seas are boiling and all this apocalyptic stuff. And you got to sit back and go, this guy's a moron. Like, he's out of his mind.
But he's a rich moron now, though.
Exactly. He made all his money on climate change.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. The whole hockey stick. What was the hockey stick description? The graph and the hockey stick?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
I'll always blame hockey.
Yeah, I know. The whole fitness thing. Man, I wish we could just educate. I wish the people would just get more educated about what they're putting in their body.
Right. Well, and that's the thing. If the FDA came out, or better yet, CDC, or the WHO, and said, we know for a fact 80%, and people can Google this, 80% of critical illness is directly tied to your nutrition. 80%. Yeah. And that's changeable. Right. It's changeable.
And then there's the argument too that the fast food like McDonald's is cheaper, so that's why people are buying.
And who does that affect more than anybody else? Inner city, lower income people. Yeah. So they have no choice. If you can go to McDonald's for $1 and feed your kid, you're going to do it.
Yeah, but you can go to Costco. You can go to Costco, buy a big bag of chicken tenderloins.
Where is Costco? You don't see Costco in the hood, Tom. That's the problem. If you go to Patterson, New Jersey, certain sections of inner city, all you're going to see is KFC, Popeye's Chicken, Burger King, McDonald's. You're not going to see Costco. You're not going to see Whole Foods. So it really is. In many
Costco in Portchester. Costco's in Portchester. It's not
understood, but you know what
yeah.
I'm getting at.
Yeah.
The majority of it is. And
Correct.
who do they target? I mean, if you look at the advertising.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Talk about racist. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
it
imagine
makes
that
one.
imagine that companies are making, the CEOs and everything are making billions of dollars to get other people fat and sick. And then the doctors make more money because now they're giving them the medicine and all the other stuff because right.
There are many documentaries. One is called Forks Over Knives, implicitly saying you can prevent surgery by changing what you put on your fork. And they were a little extreme. They don't believe it. It's a it's there's no meat in their diet. And whether that's good or bad or indifferent, but it's I'll eat a steak way before I'll eat a bag of chips.
Yeah, totally.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to be perfect with your diet. Just exercise. Exercise be part of it too, right? Just even walking. You don't walk.
Yeah. Well, there's a very cool picture of. I'm sure it was kind of Photoshop, but there's an escalator with a line of people going up the escalator, and the stairs are empty. And they say the stairs were broken, we're out of order. Yeah.
That's true though. Yeah, go ahead.
Years ago. I mean, oh God, I don't think my kids were born yet, but so where my gym was, where I worked out. Across the hallway was an American woman, right? So female gym and then a co-ed gym. Right. And these women, and I'm not picking on women because the dudes do it too. They'll fight over the best parking spot.
Oh, I was just going to say that.
Go in and step on a treadmill for an hour.
I know. Isn't that true? It is funny at the gym how the cars are always packed by the door, right? To get in. When you're going to the gym to work out, park further away, get more exercise, and your car doesn't get dinged by somebody else's door.
Right.
Oh, God. I do that. When I go to Costco, it's the same thing. I get more exercise. Especially if it's a beautiful day, you're walking out in the sun. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
Yeah, but it's like that's the thing. It's been drilled, and most people, it's kind of been drilled into their head this way of living their life, right? Shortcuts, find an easier way. All this kind of stuff. I just like, oh, come on. It isn't always the best way because it's easier. Yeah?
The only thing that I do like is that people mover in the airports because you can get cranked up on that, man. You get on that and you start talking with it.
Yeah, totally. That's cool. Until you get to the very end, to the end, though, you got to put the brakes on you. Yeah. I've almost fallen down a couple of times. It's true.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. This dude going through the airport, that's good entertainment. There's speed walking there, some people watching. Yeah, people watching is good there, too.
Yeah.
Oh, do you ever just sit there like in an airport place and say, okay, what does that person do? Is he an accountant? Is she, barber?
What's really disheartening? So we're in a mall, a friend of mine, and we were kind of bored. We had to kill some time. So I said, listen, let's play a game. I'll take the right side of the traffic. You take the left side of the traffic, and who hits? We start off with who gets to 800 pounds? Just guesstimate what a person weighs, right? Tom. We had to bump it up to 5,000 pounds because you'd hit 800 pounds in 30 seconds. You see people, it's sad. It really is sad.
And it's just an education thing too. If they knew what they were putting in their body and what it was doing to the body and how your heart gets affected.
And what it costs us as a nation in healthcare. And the bottom's going to fall out because if you look at kids today, I'm going back even when my son was playing college hockey 10 years ago, we did training camp. And one of the tests were pull-ups. Some of these kids couldn't even do one pull-up.
I know. And even socially too, I go to these clinics and a lot of kids just don't know how to interact at all. Look somebody in the eye, say please and thank you for an autograph. And I try to educate them. So I try to educate them. I said, listen, everybody, if you want something, I'll help you with anything, but you got to say please and thank you. And it's really a hard thing for a lot of them to do that. They just haven't.
Look at what we've done to these kids. 2 years they had to wear a mask. So developmentally, they don't understand facial expression. Then they have and then before that, they had the head buried in a phone. Yeah. So they don't talk; they just text.
Yeah. Very true.
And they're looking at the phone.
Got a big day today. Lace in my shoe broke. I have to go to the store and get another lace.
That's tragic.
But now, so I had to measure. I'm thinking though, I measured it because I'm assuming there's different lengths of the laces, right?
Yeah, just like hockey's
laces. I can't remember. Yeah, what time? It's a left or a right though? I think it's the left.
So if you need socks, go to Socks Fifth Ave.
Socks. Now here's the big thing. Should I go to a CVS to get the laces or go to a shoe store?
Yeah, go to CVS.
CVS?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I kind of a slow day today. I got a couple of client calls later on.
Yeah, that's a big.
Or was it a right shoelace? I can't remember. Is it right or left? Maybe I have to get both.
I think they're the same.
Oh.
They're going to be the same.
I did that. Young kids are working in the dress room, and you're playing and you're going, can you give me some laces there, please? And so the kid be over lace. I said, this is a left lace. I need the right lace.
Yeah.
And the kid's like, what? Shouldn't do that. Those kids have one. Yeah. All right. Great to see you again. So we will not see you until you get back from
so
the game.
We're really, Barry has put together a whirlwind. I mean, we're going to have police escorts everywhere we go. Literally, we're meeting the mayor. We're going to be guests at the VFW for a big dinner Friday night. Saturday night, we're going to the Utica Comets game in the American League. They're going to honor the team on the ice.
That's cool.
Yeah. So God bless him. He has really gone all out, and there's a lot to live up to. I got to tell you, it's a lot of pressure on us.
Yeah.
To really,
he's put a lot of work into it. Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
I mean,
so that's up in Cooperstown, New York, where you guys are playing, right?
So Saturday morning, we're going to be, like I said, Friday night, we get into town. We're going to have dinner at the VFW. There's an auction. We're going to raise money. And then Saturday morning, we're going to the Baseball Hall of Fame, which I'm really looking forward to. I've never been there.
That'd be cool.
Been there. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. And then, unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to hit the ice because of the weather. So we're kind of going to adjust maybe to a street ball game or something. And then Saturday night, we'll go to the Utica game. And then we turn around Sunday, come home.
Good deal. Aren't you stopping? Are you stopping on the way up there, on the way back at some brewery?
On the way home, we're stopping at Omegon Brewery, which is a veteran-owned brewery.
Oh, I didn't know it was veteran-owned. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Good. That'd be good. Barry's a great guy, Barry Shelley. So Barry Shelley, buddy, he's a vet. He was a military police, I think he was.
Yeah, he was stationed in Korea as a military police officer.
Great man.
And we're busing up, so it's going to be like a road trip.
Put beer on the bus, or?
Oh yeah, of course.
You got it. Beer on the bus.
Yeah.
A hockey team has to have beer on the bus. That's a mandatory thing. Yeah.
And it's a +1, so the men and women can bring their significant other if they wanted to.
Oh, cool. Nice.
So then we have like close to 40 people going.
Oh, very cool. That'd be fun on the bus going up and back.
Yeah.
Everybody probably be tired going back after a few beers.
We've got banners made specific to this event. Yeah.
Okay, hold on here. Barry's last, but this is the last one here. I'll be all set. Have a keg waiting for them for the bus.
There you go.
Good man. There's a good man right there. All right, good to see you. Have fun up there.
All right, Tom.
Don't get hurt. Are you coaching or you're playing?
No, I'll be whatever we're doing. I'll be coaching. Ted and I'll be coaching. Yeah.
Good deal. Good.
Ted's got a calf injury. I'm too old.
All right, everybody, have fun. See you next week.